Let's run it forward with my most anticipated sneakers of 2025. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, why don't you hit that subscribe button. 2025 looks like an amazing year for sneakers, for sneakerheads in general. It looks like we will have sneakers that will be easy for us to access. As we all know that sneakers today have been sitting on the shelves, and us old heads and old sneakerheads that like walking into shoe stores and being able to buy that sneaker, we are on cloud nine right now. Certain shoes that would be flying off the shelves 10 years ago are now sitting on the shelves and easy for us to acquire. In 2025, we're gonna see some great releases. And here's a list of sneakers that I'm most excited for. Number one, the Nike Tech Challenge 2 Racer Pink. Unfortunately, it got pushed back from last week up here in Canada to January 31st. I'm excited for the Racer Pink because it's never been released in retro form. The Tech Challenge 2 Lavas were released a couple months ago, and this model, I'm telling you, is the perfect release of the Tech Challenge 2 I've ever seen since the original. The only thing I don't like on this version retro is I wish this part of the sole was white as well, similar to how the Racer Pink looks, where it's white here and yellowed here. But seeing that Racer Pink come back in men's form, this shoe was originally a woman's colorway back in 1990. It is good to see that shoe being released again. Number two, the Nike Air Jordan 4 White Cement. It looks like Jordan Brand / Nike has listened to all the critics and get them to fix the goddamn toe. If you look on this retro version, this is the retro from 1999. How streamlined this toe is. We've been getting Air Jordan 4s recently with this kind of squared toe box. And it's nice to see that Jordan Brand is taking the time and listening to the fans of the shoe to bring it back the proper way. And it looks to me like we're getting maybe a 1999 copy releasing, because a lot of the details on the shoe that they're showing are details that are on the 1999 pair. Such as the splatter paint that goes onto the black Nike Air logo, this flat Nike Air keychain, which usually the 89 version comes with the bubble around it. Certain things too, like the toe box on the 1999 retro looks very similar to the one releasing in May. And I'm very, very excited for this shoe to come back in this form, because I've wanted this shoe to be in original form since they came out, or since I own these and were unfortunately not able to wear them anymore since they started cracking. And those 2016 Air Jordan 4s did not do the trick. They were terrible. From about this forward was terrible. And there's so much on that retro that was wrong. And I'm happy that they are coming back. Number three, the Nike Air 180 running in the woman's turquoise colorway that was originally released in 1991, 1992. That will be releasing soon in the near future, and I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on the exact release date on that one. The Nike Air 180 is one of my favorite running shoes of all time, especially the ultramarine colorway. And Nike, in my opinion, knocked it out of the water with this retro, with the high back, the bigger air bubble, the streamlined toe. The only thing I have a little jife with this retro model is that the midsole here, from here to here, is a little too thick. But you know what? In all honesty, this is probably the best Nike 180 retro I've seen in years. Excited for more colorways of this shoe. Hopefully we get the full 180 original colorways throughout 2025, like especially the lime colorway. I am very excited for the Air Jordan 8 in the aqua colorway, as well as the white and red colorway. This colorway is my favorite colorway of the Air Jordan 8, the white and red. And I fell in love with this colorway seeing Michael Jordan on court in a poster I had as a kid. And I just thought this colorway looked so slick because it was so different than any other shoe any player was wearing on the NBA at that time. I am excited for both colorways, but this one most. And I know all you Air Jordan fans are excited for both colorways coming out of the Air Jordan 5. I'm especially excited for the Fire Red, since we haven't seen a very good model in a long time of that retro. And it looks like leaked photos of the Air Jordan 5 have come out in the aqua colorway, and it looks like the toe is looking a little better than it has been lately. If they can improve the shape of the toe on these models going forward in 2025, I think these models will sell out. If you don't know what I mean by the toe, this version is decent, but it's kind of too high. So the Air Jordan 5 has a streamlined toe on the original that kind of curls down. On the retros lately, this stitch line has been moved forward very, very close to the edge, which gives it a kind of a squared off toe, and it doesn't look as streamlined. This retro is 2016 retro, I think. I can't remember when this was. And I don't mind this toe. It does look a little steel-toed, like even like that look. It looks kind of steel-toe, but in all honesty, I like this better than any of the versions that have been coming out lately, because they look awful with this weird square toe. But I'm excited for both pairs of these, the Air Jordan Fire Red, the Air Jordan Fire Red, as well as Aqua 5. I am kind of excited for the Air Jordan 12 Flu Games. Haven't seen a proper retro since the original in 1997. Looks like they're getting close. You could take a look at OG or Bust channel, and he does a little comparison of that model in his Instagram photos. I'm excited for that model as well, but it's not on my top list of the top shoes that I will be picking up this year. Another model that's coming out this year that I know everybody's excited about is the Air Jordan 1 Black Red. This is the 2003 retro, I think it is. I can't remember when I got these, but I want to say 2001, 2003, somewhere around there. Looks like they're bringing this model back in true to 1985 form. And when I say true to 1985 form, I mean the shoe that was originally released in 1985 with real, genuine leather and a different shape. Like, it'll have a different shape to the one that I'm holding in my hand. And it looks like Jordan Brand is taking the time giving us a proper designed Air Jordan 1. What I don't like is the price tag that they've recently released on these shoes. I don't understand how the price is so high on an Air Jordan 1. Because really, there's nothing to it. You got a cup sole, an airbag, and a leather upper. I don't understand why they're almost $300 American. It looks like 2025 will also bring us a retro again of the Nike Trainer SC Auburn. I'm looking forward to this model, but not in this color, because we've had this shoe way too many times, and there is so many awesome original colorways like this one here that could be released in 2025. So hopefully this is just a sign that there's more colorways to release in 2025. There's also an unnecessary release, in my opinion, the Charles Barkley CB34. Now, we've seen these versions come out way too often. This version is the one from 2002. It's still wearable. My air pocket is still intact. And it's a great model, great shoe, and I love this shoe. But there's so many Charles Barkley shoes. There's so many Charles Barkley shoes that can be released and are not releasing and should be released. Like the Air Force Max, aka the Fab 5. This shoe hasn't been released in so long. And this is one Charles Barkley shoe that needs to be released, especially in 2025. I think that's about all the sneakers I'm excited for in 2025. If I've missed some that maybe you guys are excited for, why don't you hit me up in the comments below. I did hear a rumor that Larry Johnson of the Charlotte Hornets was talking to Converse and thinking about bringing back the Converse Aero Jam. I love the Converse Aero Jam, and I had mine customized with the number 2 on the shrouds. And it's great that Converse is paying tribute finally to Larry Johnson, which will give the shoe some hope because it will have the Larry Johnson's name attached to it and will have the number 2 and all the Converse branding on the shoe. But there is a ton more of Larry Johnson signature shoes that need to be released, such as Converse Aero Glide, Back Jam. There's a bunch of different Larry Johnson models that can release. Also, Kevin Johnson's models like the Run and Slam. That could also be a great shoe to bring back in 2025. Well, I think that's all I have for today and the shoes I'm excited for in 2025. So let me know what you guys think about the shoes releasing in 2025. And again, thanks for tuning into my channel. And until next time, peace.